Good afternoon. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm the State's Attorney for Montgomery County. I'm happy to join Chief West and the men and women that represent all of the other allied agencies that responded so beautifully yesterday to the events at Wootton High School. In this particular matter, there was scheduled to be a bond review today for the 16-year-old who was named as the defendant in this case. However, the processing of that prisoner took past midnight, and it did not allow the bond to be scheduled in time for today's hearing. The bond review in this matter, and it will be for all the same charges that the Chief just outlined, the second-degree murder, 2 first-degree assaults, and multiple handgun offenses, will take place tomorrow at 1 p.m. before Judge Glynn, who is a district court judge. Literally, the building in which this is held is probably about 100 yards away from where we are. That bond review will take place at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's already been set a preliminary hearing date in this case, and the preliminary hearing date is for February the 20th at 9:30 in the district court. So there are 2 dates that are here. Now, the defendant in this case is 16 years old. He's charged originally because under the laws that exist in Maryland, if you commit either an attempted first or second degree murder or use a handgun in the commission of those crimes, the original jurisdiction is in the adult court. That is why, despite him being only 16, he is in the adult court based on the way the law exists in Maryland. Interestingly enough, that is what is now being debated in Maryland legislature as to whether or not those laws should be changed and whether or not these matters could be properly handled in the juvenile division of the court rather than the adult system. Again, it's just ironic that this would happen at a time when literally on Thursday of this week, this would be debated in the House of Delegates as to whether or not we're going to change how we would handle these matters, and whether or not that would be an appropriate place or where a child could receive appropriate treatment for whatever led them to become involved in crime. Having said that, I'm going to reserve the remainder of my comments to following the bond review. There will be some comment after Judge Glynn sets the bond in this matter. I will tell you, as of right now, the defendant is being held without bond in a detention facility here in the county.